is time. We've got an empty table. We're in Dad's garage. And we've got a Supra with a motor in it. And a couple of little empty totes. What does that mean? Well, we're going to fill those empty totes with parts that obviously come off of this situation. And then that comes out. Really created the dramatic effect there anyways. Front bumper is coming off. There's the bumper. She's off. And then this thing is just standing straight up on its own because of that bracket my dad made here in the front. I never posted the video about us doing this, but ooh, all that metal cut out the bumper. The bumper out of the way is going to make it way easier to get the jack underneath. Well, not the jack underneath, the hoist. All right, well, last time, turn that on. We may or may not get the car painted. Do we paint this? Everyone's super against painting carbon fiber because it looks cool. And I used to be, hey, paint your carbon fiber parts so your car doesn't look like a bunch of mismatched panels. The carbon fiber hood has grown on me a little bit. It does look cool. Pull the turbo off, pull the intake off. You need to leak the fluid out of the radiator, cap off the gas lines. You just start pulling stuff off until you can pull the motor out. Snorkel, underwater Supra. And there's the radiator. Probably powder coat that thing. There's your intercooler piping. And then there's our intercooler. And then just bagging a couple of things. I really haven't pulled off too much to have to bag. And then this intake shield as well. All right, well, today we're starting to pull the turbo stuff apart. Saving grace. I think the motor is okay. I think. In the sense that, look at that. Look at the gasket. That bitch blown out. I'm assuming that's what that flutter sound was. Dang. Everything is off the motor for the most part. Everything is organized in our bins. And then harness is off the car. Transmission bolts are out. Obviously starter's out. And then the only thing we need to do is there's 2 transmission bolts still in. We got our motor mounts still in. Got to pull those. And then she will come out. And there is our turbo gasket. Like, not just a little blowout, like a massive blowout. I feel like this car has just always been slightly down on power. We probably could have got a 9 out of it, but, you know, we're just hoping that, you know, nothing is seriously hurt. I don't think it is. I think we're good, but, yeah, we're just going to keep trucking away and get this thing out. Get this thing out, get it to Jay. Wow, there she is. The motor is out. Look at the front of the converter. See some marks in there. Dad was saying the bolts on the back of the flywheel just being a little bit too big. And when the converter, you know, slightly balloons, it looks like it's just grabbing them a little bit. Yeah, so he's talking about, you know, getting a little bit flatter bolts. Maybe filing a little bit of that off. Yep, first time this thing has not had a motor in it in a while. But shout out to the little 500 horse 2J that ran 10s. Next step is to drop the motor off at the goat's house and swap her out for a 3.4 liter.